This footage shot by a tram enthusiast gives you a driver's eye view of the deadly junction. As the tram emerges from the tunnel, watch and listen as the brakes are applied, bringing the tram speed right down to the designated 20 kilometres an hour limit. You can see the sign on the left of the track. The Sandilands junction is negotiated safely before the tram approaches the station. But on the morning of the 9th of November, it was a different story with a devastating outcome. An interim report has found evidence the tram that day was travelling much too fast. The findings have prompted calls for automatic speed inhibitors to be fixed to all trams, but according to senior crash investigators, it's simply not practical.
This is a tramway system, and the implementation of any new safety system would take time and needs to be considered and based on solid evidence. So no, we cannot speculate at this stage on the recommendations we'll make, but we give full consideration to the design issues.
The tram set off just before 6 o'clock in the morning from Lloyd Park. It was dark and raining heavily. Going through the Sandilands tunnel, the tram was travelling at 80 kilometres an hour, well within the speed limit. However, just before the curve at the junction, the speed limit drops to 20 kilometres an hour. The tram dropped its speed to just 70 kilometres an hour, still 3 times over the speed limit. And at 6:07, the tram derailed, travelling 25 metres before it came to a stop. Investigators so far have found no fault in the track or mechanical failure of the tram's braking system, but something went seriously wrong, leading to the deaths of 7 people.
One of the important things that comes from the report is that the signage was very close to the actual bend itself. I think the report suggested it was about 30 metres or so in front of the bend. It takes something like 180 metres to stop the train by the time it gets to that sign. So there's a clear need, first of all, to improve the signage so the signage is further along the railway and for the speed limit to be reduced much further ahead as well.
The safety record for trams is good, but it's a relatively new mass transport system. Commuters in Croydon told us they have mixed feelings about the network.
This is like a big eye-opener for all drivers, both tram, train, buses, that you need to be careful and a lot of lives are in your hand.
The trams have got an excellent history up to this point. It seems like an exceptional circumstance here. It hasn't rocked my confidence in them at all, really.
The final report will take months to complete. Investigators know what caused the crash, but desperately need to find out why. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.